Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a video on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about something that's really helped me in the last couple of months. Just put me in a better mental state, because at one point I was in a horrible mental state that, kind of just led me down a weird path where I wasn't productive. I was just very addicted to social media, and I wasn't doing anything that was productive or anything that would help me and make me a better person. So just sharing this and hoping that this kind of helps a lot of people out as well. So, just stick around and watch the video, because I really think there's going to be some dope stuff in this video that will help you out a lot. So to start off with, I guess I'll give you guys a little backstory of what happened. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but the first 3 months I had no clients, gained a lot of weight. I was just in a weird mental state because of a lot of things that happened in my life. And, it kind of put me in a state where I was just kind of angry, being a victim, and it was in a weird state where I just couldn't do anything because I was in my head a lot. And one concept that changed everything for me is stoicism. If you guys know stoicism, it's it's like a philosophy. It has a lot to do with mental toughness. It's honestly made for entrepreneurs, if I say so myself, but in a way where you kind of look into your life situation in a different way. I'm not going to explain the whole philosophy of stoicism, but what I think of it, or what I think from it, is just stoicism. What I learned from it is looking at everything in your life at a literal level. Let's say it's raining outside, you realize that you don't have control over that, right? So just learning that 99% of the things in this world I have no control over. I legit have no control over how many views this video gets. I have no control over the weather. I have no control over what another person might think of me. I have no control over what another person might do to me. I have no control over the market. I have no control over a lot of things, like I said. But I do have control over myself, my thinking, and my actions, right? So a big thing that changed everything for me is understanding what I do have control over. Let me give you guys a big example. So, a couple of months ago, I used to live with roommates, and there was a lot of things that happened when I lived there that I got mad over, right? But realistically, I have no control over the things that I used to get mad over. I have no control over what this person does or what that person does. But what I do have control over is me. So what do? I left. And what am I doing now? Getting a new place. You see, a lot of people focus their time complaining on things that they have no control over. Oh, everyone's getting mad that Toronto is becoming an expensive city. You do know that you have no control over that. But you know what you have control over? You have control over you leaving the city, or you making more money so you can live in the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's people need to start focusing, and me as well, you're focusing on things that you do have control over. Another thing, don't get mad if a girl rejects you, man, or she doesn't want to be with you, because you have zero control over that. What you do have control over is the type of person you become. So girls rejecting you, man, just fucking become a better person, right? Become a person that deserves these type of things. So just understanding that concept alone just kind of changed my whole mood on life. Another thing I want to share with you guys is recently I just got declined for an offer I put up for an apartment downtown, right? I was mad for a second, but then I realized I have no control over this. There's no way I can control the foreign Chinese owner that owns the apartment and kind of convince them legit can't do anything else. So I can't get mad at it. If I get mad at it, I'm literally just killing myself over something I have no control over. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, don't complain. Don't worry about shit you have no control over. Worry about yourself. Worry about the things you do have control over. You have control over how good you look, because you can work out, you can get in better shape. You have control over how much money you make. That can open more doors for you. If there's something that's bothering you right now, I want you to write the shit that's bothering you right now, and write beside it, do I have control over this or not? And if you don't have control over it, how can you switch it to a point where you kind of have control over it? For me, it was lived in a place where I wasn't fucking with my roommates, and it was just a bad situation for me. The situation in that situation, the shit I have control over is me leaving the place and me getting my own place. You know what I mean? So just thinking of stuff like that, thinking of solutions of problems that you have, where you can do things that you have control over. Okay, so a lot of this, you know what I mean, even my mindset, I started thinking about like things differently. I started looking at things a certain way where it's like, okay, I literally have no control over that, so I can't even worry about that. But I do have control over this, you know what I mean? I do have control over how much money I make. I do have control over all this stuff. So just focusing on things you do have control over versus things you don't, I'm telling you, it will change your whole life view on life. Is the best way I can explain it, and you will just become a happier person because you're not focusing on shit that no one cares about. You know, I mean, you're not focusing on shit that you have no control about, no control over. But yeah, look into Stoicism, guys. It's something that's changed my life. You know, Obstacles Away is another good book that really, really just kind of changed the way I look into things. But like I said, you don't have control over 99% of the things in this world, so stop tripping. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, love y'all. Have a great day. I want to make more of these mindset videos because it helps people out. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Follow me on Instagram at SplashmanPB. If you guys want early access to my course, DM me. Yeah, just helping people out. I have no control over what you want to do. So at the end of the day, do what you got to do, man. Peace out.